Hi, my name is Henning. I'm Solution Architect at Automation Hero, and in this video I'll demonstrate how we use AI for data extraction in a use case in the retail industry where a product database needs to be maintained with current information from unstructured and semi-structured documents that are so-called product safety datasheets. Now, what you're seeing here is a couple examples of such documents where, in this case, the vendor is Henkel, but there can really be thousands of different vendors and layouts of these documents. Now, the pain point here for the business really is that the extraction of information from such documents is manual, mundane labor that is time intense, and also, because humans are doing this, is actually error prone. Now, what we want to solve here with an automation is first of all, we need to access the emails where such documents come in as attachments. Then we want to use AI for the extraction, and we want to do this actually independent of the vendor and the layout. And then we also want to display the results in a human-in-the-loop interface just so we see if everything works as expected. Now let me walk you through the automation step by step. First, we need to connect to email accounts where these documents are being sent to. As you may know, integration of Automation Hero with any system in the IT landscape is very easy. I'll not be showing this in this video because the focus here is on AI, OCR, and extraction. And so the next step is, now that we have the documents from the email attachments available, we need to OCR them. So how can we do this, and why is Automation Hero the right solution for it? There are different ways of doing OCR you might want to apply depending on the type of documents you have. So for example, structured documents, you probably want to use our fixed form OCR, which you can set up like this. Or if you have semi-structured documents, you probably would use our AI that understands that type of documents. So we have AI OCR available for all these different ways you may want to apply OCR. Now in our case, we use completely unstructured OCR in this platform and combine it with other very easy to use functions in the flow builder here to OCR every single page of these documents. So for example, here we get in these PDFs, these documents from the email attachments, and we first split them up page by page. And then here, for example, we apply our OCR function on every single page. But in parallel, we also apply PDF extract text function, which does access the text layer of the PDF if it is available. So we actually combine various different ways here of accessing the text from the PDF and store all that for later use to then apply the extraction AI. Now that we have the raw text available from all documents and all pages, we can go ahead and extract the information from it that we're interested in. The approach we take at Automation Hero is to combine different techniques to get the best possible high accuracy results. So for one field, for example, we may apply an extraction AI to get the information from the raw text. On another field, we may just use rules or patterns because for a different field, that might be the better way to do it. So let me show you some examples in the platform so you understand how easy this actually is to accomplish. For instance, for the field product name, we use extraction AI. This screen helps you to configure that AI engine. So what we do here is you just provide it with a few example text, which is the result of the previous OCR step, and then you configure this AI with questions to get the value of the field that you're interested in. So this is in German here. This means name of the product, and then here we have 3 different questions that all ask for that same thing. So what is the distributor name, what is the product name, or what is the product identifier, for example. So we provide the AI here different ways of that same question, and that helps the AI to, in this raw text, which comes from the OCR, find the right answer. In this case here, it actually found the same answer for all the 3 questions with different confidence though, as you can see. And it decides for the answer with the highest confidence. And you can also later in the flow, where you apply this AI on new documents, use this confidence value to make further decisions based on it if you like to. Another example is the field age codes. Now what you're seeing here is an example of these documents where we see such an age code. In all of these documents, these codes actually appear in a section 2.1. That is true for all vendors for all of these documents. So we do know these codes are within this section, first of all, and then also we do know they follow a certain pattern, right? So it's always the character followed by up to 3 digits. And so this is the pattern we can now use in the flow, in the automation, to actually extract the values of that. So here's the flow in the backend that we use to accomplish this, to extract the value for this field, age codes. And yeah, as you can see, essentially this is just 2 important steps here. First, we identify this section by pattern matching, and then within this section, which again, what we're getting here is the raw OCR text. Within that section, then we apply a pattern matching function here, where we are looking exactly for that pattern for the age codes, right? So it begins with an age, then it's followed by 3 digits and a couple more variations of this pattern, what's possible here. And then this returns us all the age codes, it can be more than just a single one, that are on this page within this section. Now, a third example for an approach how we extract a specific field here is these icons for dangerous goods. So actually in these documents there can be multiple icons of such dangerous goods, up to 9 different possibilities there, and we want to understand which and if they are present. To accomplish this, we use another capability here in the product to use custom AI if you need to. So here under Docker Functions, it is actually possible to upload your own custom AI. And what we did here for that specific field, we just built a quick, simple object detection AI that we provided the 9 different icons that are possible. And now in a flow, this AI here is being applied on the pages again, this time not on the OCR results, but on the original pages, binary PDF pages. And this AI now looks on every page for all these icons and returns if any of these icons, and if so, which of these icons are present on the pages. So really, long story short here, this was just to illustrate how we really combine different approaches to really choose the best extraction technique for every single field and decide which works best and combine all that in the automations, in the flows. After that, after extraction of every single field, of course, we want to combine the field values for every single document and also do some post-processing, cleansing. As you can imagine, that's usually another step here in this architecture. Formatting dates, maybe removing some of the OCR clutter that might be there. Not going into more detail there. I think you can imagine this with all the functions available in the flow, that this is easily done. And then usually also, as I mentioned earlier, we show the results in human in the loop to get a better understanding what the final results actually look like. So let me show you some examples there. So in this freely configurable interface, we have all the possibilities we need to display the extracted values. So for example, here the product name, or the temperature at which it needs to be stored, which was extracted, or the age codes here, as you can see, P codes as well, or here the icon, the name of the icon that was identified. We can also show on which page the different things were actually identified here. Yeah, so as a human, you can go through here and inspect the results, all the things that were found. This step, of course, is optional. You do not have to use human in the loop. Usually the end goal here, of course, is to then store this information in a database. But this here is just, if you like, a human to check that things are correct and perhaps, you know, trigger some other actions, some subsequent automations perhaps. This is possible. But if all the confidence values here are high and you can validate that the extracted information is actually correct, then you may as well in the automation set it up such it directly goes into the database. Why is Automation Hero the right solution for such an IDP, intelligent document processing use case? Well, what we have seen here today is we haven't actually seen that, but it is very easy to integrate the solution in the IT landscape to connect to any possible data source. Here in our example, we had to connect to emails, and that's very easily done. Setting up the OCR and also the AI pieces in there is very easy, very quick to do. It is all self-service, and the accuracy of the OCR and also of the AI is very high. The time to value here as an automation designer, when you build this out, as you have seen in the demonstration, putting together the logic there, the functions and the AI and combining everything is very agile and very, very quick to do. So you have a fast time to value here. In the end, of course, all this reduces the human workload a lot. If at all, the human would have to review this in human in the loop, but you could even skip that step if you have high confidence in the extraction. And that also, of course, reduces the human error. So what's interesting now, of course, is what is the accuracy that we have achieved here in this example use case? For almost all of the fields here, we do have near perfect accuracy, some of them even 100%, which is a result of the combination of the different techniques here, AI, patterns, rules, post-processing, cleansing, and so on, which is, as demonstrated, very easy to do in this platform. Now, the business impact here, most important. We are able, with this approach, with this automation, to reduce the time humans spend on these documents by 90%. That, of course, also allows these people to spend their time on more valuable work. And then as a side effect here, what we actually also did in this use case, I didn't show that today, but that's also part of the automation. We have higher efficiency here because this automation actually automatically replies to supplier emails. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and the demonstration. And if you think you have a use case you'd like to explore with us, don't hesitate to reach out to Automation Hero. Thank you.